Another true crime story of how they were caught. In Seattle, a fire would erupt in an apartment complex and firefighters would find a body. That body was identified as Renee Powell, a nurse. An ice pick was found between her legs and there was evidence that she was strangled before the fire and a sex crime had occurred. Her purse, credit cards, and electronics were also missing. A month later, another fire would emerge from the same apartment complex. Police tried to use a tactic where they used a helicopter to find the heat signature of a possible suspect watching the fire, but no one was found. Investigators would find victim Barbara Walsh in that fire, and it also appeared she had been strangled and a sex crime had occurred. It appeared she had been bound by electrical cords from nearby lamps and also from her undergarments. This was the same case as the first victim. An autopsy would show that both victims were stabbed and bound, and they started to put a profile together for a possible serial killer. The suspect appeared to have pre-planned both attacks as he disabled the smoke detectors and doorbell ringers. Police developed a profile for the suspect that he bound each victim, stabbed them, disposed of their body through arson, and even took souvenirs. Police believe both victims were doing laundry at the time, and when they went down to the laundry room, the suspect entered their apartments before the attack. DNA was recovered from one of the victims via rape kit. 2 more years would go by and the case would become cold until a scorned girlfriend would come forward with a tip. Princess Gray, who was in prison, said that her ex-boyfriend had committed the 2 crimes against the women and that they lived 150 yards from the apartment complex. She said it was odd because her ex-boyfriend Robert Parker started bringing in a bunch of electronics. She said he even used pepper inside and outside the entire place to try to throw off the scent of canines. She left police another important clue as she said each time they had sex he would always clean up with a towel and leave it on the vanity nearby. Well, police had recovered a towel from the fire at Barbara Walsh's apartment and they decided to examine it further. The towel was found in Barbara's bathroom, and because it was folded, the fire hadn't completely destroyed what was in the towel, which were 4 hairs. One of those hairs had the root intact, and police were able to get a DNA profile from it. Hair from the towel and from the rape kit would match the DNA of Robert Parker. Robert would deny involvement, but was still arrested due to the evidence. The 23-year-old was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and would serve life, and that was how he was caught.